Hello everyone, welcome to RacePush.com. I am your host Paul Veltum, and today's show is the race recap of the ChumpCar Redline 24-Hour Classic at Virginia International Raceway. It was a race that came with great promise and great challenge as 74 teams descended upon the freshly repaved 3.27-mile road racing circuit, first opened in 1957. Although it was presumed closed for good in 1974, Virginia International Raceway was reborn in the year 2000 with exclusive amenities such as lodging, dining, a spa, a firing range, and more. But as ChumpCar came to Alton, Virginia, it was the annual 24-hour endurance race that had their attention. A race often associated with rain, teams were met with high temperatures and high attrition, with only a little over 30 teams still circulating at the 24th hour. But it wasn't due to a lack of effort. Teams worked their magic through the night and into the wee hours of the morning, but alas, VIR was persistent as dry conditions meant an unrelenting full-on pace that some found too much to live up to. Nevertheless, opportunity presented itself this weekend since of the top 15 finishers of the last two races at VIR, only 6 returned for this race, irrespective of the fact that the field grew by nearly 15 cars since the March race. But VIR showed no favoritism as Shri, team owner of the multi-car SRI racing team, found himself on pit road working to replace a caliper piston which found its way out of the bore when brake pads were no more after nearly 20 hours of racing. This car would eventually rejoin the race to finish 5th overall, 4th in class, with a best time of just 2 seconds off the fastest time of the day. But the SRI racing team weren't the only ones faced with setbacks, as there was plenty of drama to go around. In the heat of the night, the Corvette EC team skid marks found one of their spare tires to be flat during a tire change. They also suffered multiple on-track excursions, including a hit and run in the hog pen, the driver claiming he had no idea who did the deed, but acknowledging no damage came from it. And Ratchet Racing found themselves belayed in the pits with a small fire when oil residue soaked into their header wrap and decided to catch fire. They would later rejoin the race to eventually take second in B class. But the heartbreak of the race had to be the early retirement of the vintage Mazda RX-7 of the BWTS team after colliding with the tire barrier after an apparent brake failure. The driver was uninjured. However, the weekend was not all disappointment. Rotary Racing, the number 38 car, overcame a slow tow to the paddock after losing drive, along with this repair to the shifter, to later take the win in the EC class, finishing 27th overall, overcoming the skid marks Corvette and the Andy Turner 325i. In D class, the not banned yet Nissan 200SX took the win, followed by the Atomic Punks and the Hillbilly Racing team after being punted in 2 separate incidences by the same car. In C class, the Die Flusterbomb 325 team took the win with the SRI number 69 325E in second and Team Huggins in third. On to B class, it was your overall race winner Simon Says in their 1992 Acura Integra, followed by Ratchet Racing, also an Integra, and Black Magic Motorsports in a Dodge Neon. In A class, the number 216 Sparrow Speed Miata took first place. Second was awarded to the THR Team Honda Civic, and in third it was the Silver Star Motorsports Miata. Overall results look like this, with Simon Says taking the win, followed closely by the BMW 325 of Die Flusterbomb, finishing on the same lap no less. In third, it was the SRI race car number 3. In fourth, it was the Team Huggins 325IS. In fifth, the SRI racing car number 1. And Team Yoda came from several laps down to pass 3G Racing in the pits to capture 10th and the Clean Racing Award. The fastest lap time of the day was set by the AutoWorks team in their BMW E34 with a 2:15.832. driven by Mike Skeen. While they did finish down the running order in 11th, they had a couple on-track incidences with the same car as the not banned yet team, along with other issues including a leaky differential cooling system, which took the crew to the point of exhaustion before the 24-hour race had even begun. Well, ChumpCar came loaded to bear for this weekend with 7 diesel light towers to light the corners, along with a giant LED notification board, and the greatest social media effort in the history of the organization, taking more pictures and video than ever before. Racecast.me was there to lend a hand to ChumpCar, and several teams were simultaneously broadcasting their in-car camera footage to an exclusive Racecast.me webpage for ChumpCar. If you would like to know how you can join in the fun of live streaming from inside your car, you can head over to the live.racecast.me/doc webpage and read all about it. There you'll find everything you need to know, from equipment choices to cell carrier support for given track. This becomes a lot of fun for everyone. There you can see there are some apps that can be loaded onto your phone for the encoder to do the streaming up to their website, and it brings everybody into a collaborative picture where we can see everybody's car running. We also get a ticker which shows your timing and scoring, and we also get another button you can push to look at the running order. So it makes it a lot of fun, and I hope you'll look at that. So coming up next for ChumpCar, it is the 7 Cookie Cutter Classic at Gingerman Raceway in South Haven, Michigan on the 27th and the 28th. And I will be there driving with a brand new team out of Cincinnati, Ohio, Premature Acceleration. I get a chance to meet those guys and see what it's like coming in as a brand new team who's never done wheel-to-wheel racing before. That should be pretty interesting. I'll be bringing you some of those race highlights as well, hopefully, if time permits. Watch for it on RacePush.com Facebook page. We also have a 10-hour enduro at MSR Houston, the H-Town GP in Angelton, Texas. Not sure how that's pronounced. That is September 23rd. So until next time, remember, always watch the flag stations, and whatever you do, don't be making off with the transponders, will you? For the passion of the sport, I am Paul Veltum for RacePush.com. Mic drop.